Where's Richard?
Oh, hello, Richard. My name's Danny. I'm calling from SC Limited. We're a small independent journalists. And I wanted to read something to you, which is a quotation from Pierre Proudhon, who was a member of the French Parliament in the early 1800s, and wanted to know what your official response would be. And it's fairly brief. And what he said was, "To be governed is to be watched, inspected, spied upon, directed, law-driven, numbered, regulated, enrolled, indoctrinated, preached at, controlled, checked, estimated, valued, censored, commanded, by creatures who have neither the right, nor the wisdom, nor the virtue to do so." Obviously a very radical idea. How would you respond to that? Do you think that the David Cameron, George Osborne, do you think that these guys have the right, wisdom and virtue to do these things?
I think the coalition came together with a 60% of the vote at the last general election, and I think that's the system we live under, and in a democratic system, that's the government which was thrown up.
Right, but do you think they have? So you think that gives them the right? You say?
Well, I think that the right derives from the right from the people to choose their own government.
Right.
So that the British people have the wit and wisdom to choose their own government. Yeah.
Right, but would you, as a party, say that someone like, let's say, George Osborne has the wisdom and virtue to run the economy?
Well, the British people say that. So it's not. That's why we have a system which allows that to be the case.
Right. I mean, I think the majority of the British people didn't actually vote for the Conservatives, did they?
No, the majority of the people, over 60% of the populace, voted for the Conservatives and Liberal Democrats combined. Neither party got enough to form an overall majority, and so it's the first time since, I think, the 1930s, well, apart from excluding the Second World War when there was a coalition government then as well.
Right.
It's the first time since the 1930s that one party has had a majority, the government has had a majority of the populace supporting the parties that have formed it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, but they're not the majority of the people, because if you include the people that didn't vote, then that's not the majority of the people.
Obviously, yes, and then you could get into the notion of whether you think that by not voting people give consent to whoever the government is, or by not voting that they don't want to take part, or
right.
All sorts of notions around that. Yes.
Right. Okay. I mean, would you, even having said all that about the British people, would you, as someone who's part of the Conservative Party, do you think that George Osborne has the wisdom and virtue to run the economy?
Well, it's not up to me to say whether he does or he doesn't. Obviously, he's been elected by the people. He's been elected by a lot.
Well, he hasn't been elected, has he?
Oh, of course he has.
The party.
By his own constituents.
The party. By his constituents, right? Oh, so that's a very small number of people, isn't it?
It's tens of thousands of people in his case.
Right.
And then obviously, he took part in the national debates and his
right.
Of that.
Right.
I think.
And it's nothing to do with the fact the fact that he's got the position is nothing to do with the fact that he went to Eton or anything like that.
I don't think George Osborne did go to Eton.
Oh, did he not? Where did he go?
No. Well, I'm sure you'll be able to find out on the website.
Oh, yes, probably, yeah. Probably. Okay, lovely. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.